was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like
forward.
a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Siyasanga Peter. I'm from Tanzania. I live and work in Cape Town.
My name is Ndombi Mbutane from Paarl, but I stay in Guguletu. I'm an art lover and a gender activist.
Hi there, my name is Primrose Mkhwebi. I was born and raised in Guguletu, and I'm a poet.
I'm Zikhona Jacobs. I was born and bred in Cape Town. I'm an artist. If Tina, as black people, we would stand together, and try to get what's ours, because the problem iqala kwalapha kuthi. Because now Tina ndisifuna wrap your shoulders. You understand? We want to be those blacks that are trusted by white people.
Oh, jeez. What kind of blacks are those? Oh, Tito. Do my white friends don't trust me?
You understand? Oh, Betuna. There's really some blacks that are like that. Blacks that you would discuss things with. And they go report to white people. So white people are always ahead of us, because there's one of us amongst us who would go to them and tell them, there's sellouts. There's some people, if Tina would unite and stand one and say, we want our land, this is our land, and go get our land.
I think it's social movements, where people have a common goal. In like too, is that we don't have a common goal. Now I've got my own issue that I'm fighting on my side with my decolonize what, and then you have your own thing. So we don't have like a common goal. Like before '94, there was a common goal. You dismantle apartheid.
Sure.
That was the issue.
Sure.
But now agenda yake. So if we can have a social movement where everyone sees a point in getting the land, I think we will have enough pressure. Understand, against the government, and something would push till something happens. However, kile context is like what Uzi said, we have our own agendas, and there is paychecks flowing up and down for sellouts, so people are not in it really. So there'll be land grabs Guguletu, and someone in town or a parliament knows about it before we even do it. Understand? So people are not together in getting the land. We say in Njengomlomo that we want the land, we want this, we want that. It's like one of those situations which is so typical space as Inje, is that now I'm talking loud, and then there's gonna be a person walking in there and saying, "Dombi, I've got 1 hectare for you. So do you still want to talk?" I'll be like, "Hi, I'm the sharp.
I'm done with talking.
I'm okay. I'm okay."
Give me the
So
hectares.
yeah,
I'm done.
So that one person gets it, and then the movement dies because I was heading the movement, and then I got my 1 hectare with a nice house, and so now I can, So it always falls through the cracks.
A lot of people are grabbing back the land. They just identify a land and then they just take it back. But then the same system pushes them out of that space. So what is the solution?
The issue is, you just mentioned, I'm sure you were just making an example about land grabs, Guguletu and whatnot. For me, that's the issue right there. I mean, why not talk about wine farms? We grab the little land, small land that doesn't really matter. That's not even worthy of anything at the end of the day. I personally have a dream of owning a wine farm, but the reality is like, whoa. I will need to work my butt off until I get to that.
Like I'm from Paarl, so my house is right here, and then Fontaine is right here. So my first view is like Fontaine, But at the gate, at Fontaine, trespassers will be shot.
Exactly. Really? Yeah.
Everywhere you go to any farm, it's a private land.
Any wine farm.
So that is the issue. Now I want it, because if you Yasekaya is literally Fontaine is right here. But I cannot, because Umlungus on Dubul. Because now
and it's real.
That is the systematic sabotage that that we cannot just walk in there. I can walk to a Guguletu, a 108 in your crepa, that space because we are black in a black space, we're doing black things because we are violent and we are all these things that we have been dubbed to be. But if I take that violence to a Demersfontein,
It's hectic.
and no one is even worried about it because, they're just fighting all by themselves. Oh, it's none of our business. So they're killing each other. They are burning down Umzoli. Okay, no, it's their things.
When we're talking land, we're talking about personal space, yes, and ancestral homes, yes. But I think that it's like a bigger picture. Because we want land that is going to produce the wine. We want the land that's going to produce the tomatoes and whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, how do we get to that space of privilege? Because for me, it's a space of privilege. Do you know?
My granddad had a farm in the Eastern Cape where my dad and his siblings were born. And he died 2010. And he had his own big plantation. Like, every fruit, you understand? And shortly after he died, my dad wanted to, with his siblings, they wanted to do a business there just to keep his memory. And when they went there in December for the holidays, and then when they were not allowed to go near them.
Why is that?
And when they asked, and then some Bura said, there was a farmer there, there was a white man called Usoki. We were still kids when we would go for holidays. They said, no, but Usoki bought the land. From who? Abafuni. We're still fighting for that. Abafuni. And Usoki is akekho to answer. Akaveli lo muntu who bought the land. And utamkhulu wami okanye ento ethi a certain proof or ethi no, there was an exchange or in whatever purchase or selling or whatever thing like that, but there's nothing. And it ends there. And it's been like 8 years now.
I think we need to be strategic. We don't have strategies out there. We're just talking about, we want the land, but do we have a strategy? So what are we going to do tomorrow? Like we're sleeping tonight, what are we doing tomorrow to get the land?
For me, the thing is like strategies are things that happen in government offices when it comes to the land.
Yeah.
We are the people that live on the land. Yeah. We don't have strategies. We just want the land.
I kept voting until I just got, tired of voting for no change, And there was opposition, which I kind of, at first it was just trying it out. As long as I'm not voting, I'll vote for anybody but the ruling party. Because I'm so not impressed with what they're doing. It's, the Zuma and whatnot. So I stopped voting for them since Zuma, I voted for the EFF. And I've actually been voting for the EFF and up until now.
Yes,
the only time I'll stop voting for the EFF is when another party that's making sense to me, that's talking to my needs, because I'm not going to eat ANC at the end of the day. I have 2 kids. I need to take care of those kids. ANC, if it's not working for me and my kids, what's the point of me voting for them?
All I understand is that politicians are so seductive.
Yes.
All of them. They are so seductive. Right now, you're falling in love with this one, and then the next one is going to come, and you're going to fall in love with that one. You know what?
That's the issue.
I think that...
Not fall in love, Prem.
You
cannot... I'm not falling... I'm not... Okay, this is love. I'm not in love with anyone. That's the thing. I'm not even loyal to Malema to the extent that I can't see.
But I think in Juju's case, it's very interesting. Because Julius Malema was part of ANC. So he knows all the ropes in ANC. And he's been there. He was once part of the schemes. And he got kicked out. And it wasn't nice. And now he will do anything to crush them. Because he knows so much about ANC. And that's why they're so scared of him. Because he knows so much about them. He knows a lot of things that could destroy them in the ANC. That's why they don't give him a chance. And if Juju can be there and be seen and be recognized and be heard, I think some of the things would change.
So as voters, we need to be strategic. I'm not
saying that.
No, I'm trying to get that.
But I think I've never.
Point to that though as well.
There is a point that to be honest, I've never voted because I didn't see the need to. I've never in my life. And now when I look at things, I'm like, whoa, Julius.
You're saying things I like.
Because I know he's saying relevant things because he's been there.
Which is exactly why I'm saying I'm voting for him. Not because I'm in love with Malema. I'm in love with what he's saying. And if he changes, and he talks about things that don't address my needs, I will.
What's this new Cyril Ramaphosa? We might fall in love with him now, but is he gonna change? No, it's not gonna change anything. It's still gonna be like Zuma. We're always gonna, because we had Thabo Mbeki, we had complaints about Thabo Mbeki, we got Zuma, we had complaints about Zuma. Now we have this one. Is it gonna change?
You don't vote for the government or for people that you love. You vote for people who work for you.
Yes.
If it's like employment, you go to work, you perform, you get reimbursed, or what do you call it? Compensated. You get compensated for that. If you don't deliver, out.
I don't know if that's entirely. I don't know if that's entirely true, though, because as citizens, I think, like in a political environment like ours, where we are told that we're free, what choice do we have? But to participate in politics. Do you know what I'm saying? We have acquired the democracy that we have acquired through that political system. But now we're identifying that political system alone does not help who we are or our livelihood. And I'm saying we need to do things within our ordinary space in order to force the government to recognize our pain. The fact that someone is living in a shack and they were born and raised here, and someone can come from a different space and come buy hectares and hectares, something is wrong with that. And South Africa is wrong about allowing that. And we as South Africans, we need to do something about not allowing that. And what is the thing that we're going to do?
I'm saying, Prim, by voting the same party over and over again because we're loyal to Mandela, we're loyal to the party that brought us freedom.
Yes.
We're not. We vote for a party that works for us. It does not work for us. Vote for someone else. Vote for if EFF doesn't work for you, vote for EUDM. If EUDM doesn't work for you, vote for someone else. We chop and change. They're not there for life. ANC is in government for like, yeah, we're here now. People will vote for us until Jesus comes. Zuma actually said that at some point.
Yes.
I voted for the ANC until I got tired of it because I'm just voting these people into power and nothing is happening at the end of the day. You know, at first it was okay, you know, we had all these nice programs, the NDPs and whatnot, and you know, up till this day, unemployment is still rife.
Yeah.
We still don't have land. People are still living in shanty towns, and you know what? And at the end of the day, we need to hold them accountable. How do we do that?
Soweto's standing, and people just went and took the land and created Soweto. Do you know what I'm saying? There were no strategies. Like the layman on the street does not have a fucking strategy. Do you know what I'm saying? The guy in parliament in a suit, it has a strategy. He must deal with his strategies. We just want the land.
My dream is to wake up one day and hear that there's peace on earth and actually fight with my everything to get my granddad's land back.
My dream is to one day have enough money to be able to buy the land that I need to buy a wine farm, to buy a farm, basically.
My dream is to see each and every child that at the moment plays in the middle of the road, Ekhayelitsha, having a backyard that is safe. And the land, we just need the land. That is my dream for that child who's Stratweni right now.
My dream is to have great-grandchildren that will belong to the land of their birth and feel comfortable in that space.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.